time with us at the moment. Health Secretary Matt Hancock, thank you very much indeed.
Very good to talk.
And thank you very much for all the questions you've been sending through.
There is a real sense there, isn't it, from those questions? People really want to try and get to answers, and particularly as well.
Yeah, we had thousands yesterday, didn't we, for Dominic Raab? And again, a huge amount today. And as you were saying, so many of them are about families, about how to see loved ones that you haven't been able to hug, to see for, we're in the 8th week now of lockdown, aren't we? So it's been a long time. You can understand that desperation from so many people.
Something else that came out yesterday was facial coverings. Just a few months ago, Sophie Passmore was busy making elaborate costumes for an ITV show called, you've probably watched it, I know you watched it, The Masked Singer.
It was very elaborate, wasn't it? Now she's making masks of a very different sort, sewing around 10 facial coverings a day to protect key workers and those in their care from coronavirus. Delighted to say we can speak to Sophie now. Sophie, good morning to you. Have you got one of those masks with you? Can we see it? And sort of, it'd be great if you could take us and our viewers through how you sort of put it together.
Sure, certainly. So here's a basic, I say basic, this is somebody who's been doing it for weeks. This is a pleated mask. It's rectangular. It has bindings on the sides to close it, but it's basically, it's concertinaed, it's rectangular, so it's open around the nose and mouth to make it comfortable to wear. This mask has a nose wire, it has a pocket for a filter, so this is a little bit more advanced, possibly, than what, an everyday person might be able to make. If we talk about something that's really straightforward, you can take a t-shirt. My husband didn't mind. Take his old t-shirt, cut an arm off, the bigger the better, really, and if you take the bottom of the t-shirt and cut it all the way along into a strip, you will get something that you can pull really tight like this, and it turns into a perfect string. It's nice and soft and nice and stretchy, and you can take this, the arm of the t-shirt, pop it on there. This is probably the most simple, face mask hack that you can put together, and it can look nice too if you use your lovely t-shirts, that you don't mind. Okay, you're going to tie that. Right?
Sophie, you make it look actually doable for anybody.
It's doable. That's because it is doable. If you look online, on Facebook, on YouTube, you'll find loads and loads of tutorials of how to turn t-shirts, socks, all sorts into a mask. But the basic principle, if you're a little bit handy with a thread and needle, you're going to take a piece of fabric, you're going to fold it in half, and if you fold it the wrong sides together, when you sew it down the side and then turn it inside out, it'll look really nice and neat. You'll finish that edge to bind that edge. And what you're going to do is you're going to make a tube of fabric, the same principle as the t-shirt mask. And so that when you've got that tube, you can stick your strings through it, and it just constitutes, it's like a drawstring. It just works on its own. So here's another version. So if you want to make this more, more fancy, more finished, if you've got more skills, that's absolutely fine. You can finish those edges a little bit more. You can, the top here is done, for example. That's a basic face mask, and that's going to be comfortable, because that's what's important. If you're wearing something that you can't breathe through, it's going to start sweating, it's going to start getting moist. That's when it starts becoming unhygienic.
Sophie, can you... So I was just wondering, can you run us through who you've been making those for, and how have they been going down, the ones that you've been making and handing out?
Yes. So I've been making them at full tilt for the past 6 weeks. We started at the end of March, and all of the masks I've made have been donated within Brighton, where I live, around care homes, volunteers who go into people's houses to deliver food, homeless shelters, etc. And every time I drop them off, it's a wonderful interaction. People are very happy for them. And I haven't been able to make them fast enough. Now, I've mentioned I'm making only 10 a day. That's because I'm caring for children, and I've also got other jobs that I'm doing. So But when we get a batch together as our group within Brighton, we pool them all together and then we deliver them around.
Sophie, sorry, just really briefly. So are you wearing a mask when you're out and about now?
Absolutely. I'll show you mine. So this is a slightly different version. This is a shaped mask. And I use the t-shirt material, this same t-shirt string, because it's so soft and it's so stretchy. And then I just pop this on.
There you go.
Perfect fit.
Perfect fit. And these fitted ones need to be actually fitted for the individual's face and also this distance here. So that's a little bit more, if you know a seamstress or, if you want to have a go with it, all of the patterns are free online, which is wonderful. And also you can go and see us at Mask Makers UK because we're a support group online. We just share information and we support each other through troubleshooting, etc. And because you can do it, anyone can do it.
Well, thank you for your hard work over the last 6 weeks. I'm sure many people in Brighton have
Sophie.
benefited from that. And thanks for your advice this morning as well. I'm sure that's very helpful for many of our viewers. Thanks, Sophie.
It does look like we might be able to do
Yeah.
that. In the